In a system with so much deprivation, we have prisons that offer a bed, daily food, and a roof over your head. Some even have special programs for inmates to be entertained and allow them to learn. It's insane to think that people that do nothing wrong battle to survive, but those that harm others have the necessities of life provided for them. How do you remain calm when the justice system is based on a language that is subject to interpretation? Everything you say can be interpreted the way the listener wants. How safe do you feel knowing you are obedient in front of authority? Obedience which is driven by the fear of being deprived of your current status. Remember that the monetary system is a service system. You recognize people by uniform, documents, papers, and this is dangerous because they can be forged easily. How do you trust the food offered by the system when it is produced by companies that just want profit? Consider advertising methods that encourage you to buy low-quality products which don't perform as well as they claim. What do you think about those people in advertising that take advantage of your subconscious, making you a prolific consumer, that do tests on children to find out how to get people to buy their products? How can the monetary system work if people are not motivated by money? What do you think about a system that ignores the planet's resources, does not care about Earth's carrying capacity, and continues to use oil to generate energy despite renewable energy being abundant? How can you feel free in a society with so many laws, knowing that the laws do not solve problems but only punish those who disobey? The justice system does not lead anywhere, so you will not get rid of these laws. On the contrary, they will multiply. What do you think about the fact that low-quality goods are produced intentionally to maintain the market? Do you not feel it is a waste of resources? Do you not feel that it's a mockery? Your health is in danger with such a system that asks you to exchange money for your eventual repair. What if you do not have money? What if you do not have enough money? It is shocking that you can die while solutions exist for your treatment. It's insane to think that you can die because you do not own some papers without any actual value. How can you trust the health system when it values profit over your health? Are you not scared of an overpopulated world, which is the result of our culture? The idea of the family makes people want to have one or more children, and this idea is created and perpetuated by the culture. Do you not fear this? Do you not feel offended that you had to learn an old and inefficient language that you can share with only a few people? It was decided for you by the area in which you were born, called a country. Isn't it ridiculous that people are still separated by things like nationality, while our real value as a species is not recognized? Many people believe politicians are corrupt, yet they still support the system that enables them. How can you support something that you believe to be corrupt? Why let your life decisions be made by other people? Can't you take care of yourself? Do you prefer having your decisions made by others? Do you not find it hard to live in a world where everyone has a right to an opinion that leads to a total chaos? Well, what is the value of your opinion? If you say that religion is an invention, will it improve anything? You have to pay money for food and water. Necessities of life that no one owns. Why should you pay for them? Just because you were born on planet Earth? Everyone wants to benefit from the system, but benefiting often leads to others being neglected. This naturally leads to stealing, which requires officers to prevent. People without access to necessities try to obtain goods and services by any means, often not accepted by the system because everything here is based on money and ownership. How safe do you feel knowing that people will always try to take advantage of others, and possibly you? Do you not find it chaotic in a system where people rely more on movies than scientific documentaries? People draw conclusions from Terminator and E.T. on some important subjects. Are you not afraid of people committing crimes with your identity in a system where everything is subject to interpretation? What do you think about a system that creates billions of decorative elements, when hundreds of thousands of people die daily of starvation and hundreds of thousands do not have shelter? Don't you think it's crazy that there is a massive gap between present technology and the devices produced? There is also a gap between what the average person knows and what scientists have discovered. For example, do you know how your refrigerator works? What about your mobile phone? Can you enumerate 5 internal organs of your body? Do you know how they work? Do you not find it hard to form solid ideas in a system that allows thousands of conspiracy theories? A society that leaves room for interpretation, and a society where religion is conveyed as truth when science contradicts it with verifiable results. How do you trust people that believe there is a creature in the sky who watches everything you do, and if you don't believe in him, you will be sent to hell where you will burn eternally? Those people cannot present any proof of that, and still they are considered to be normal. Even more, most of them populate the planet, and the monetary system does nothing to clarify this situation. What do you think about the fact that most of the children are told that this story is real, the story of religion? How crazy is it to say to a child that if he doesn't pray, and if he is not a faithful person, he will burn eternally in hell? Why does the system allow this situation? Don't you ever wonder why you collect so many objects even though you may not use them? Don't you ever wonder why we have to constantly replace items? What is this race all about? Aren't you tired? Remember, sexual attraction, pheromones, sex. Now, we have 1. The culture accepted by the monetary system promotes the family idea. The idea of family is one where a male and a female live together for life. Same-sex partners, sexual attraction to others, need for sex, pheromones. 2. Sexual scarcity. Constant coverage of certain parts of the body create curiosity. People of this tribe do not wear clothes, and that is as normal for them as wearing clothes is for you. They are not curious about others' body because it is not withheld from them. 3. Promoting sexuality in movies, commercials, TV shows. What can you get from here? Aberrations such as rape, paedophilia, necrophilia, zoophilia, prohibiting natural events like sex by culture and promoting sexuality through media while maintaining scarcity will lead to such behavior. Don't you think defining beauty culturally is negative? People born with small abnormalities often get ridiculed, as do people with physically grotesque injuries. An environment so negative about these things can't be good for our society. Aren't you worried that many nations have armies and weapons of mass destruction? You could be caught in the middle, and you have nothing to say about that. Aren't you alarmed that wars which solve nothing represent the biggest business in the world? And because of that, wars will never end? Isn't it dangerous with so many weapons in the world? Don't you find it dangerous for people to have weapons with all the inequality and conflicting ideas we have? Don't commercials confuse you? Which companies can you truly trust? What's your opinion about a system that sells luck through gambling? Don't you think it's crazy when so many people are starving? Don't you ever wonder why this man has so many and you have nothing? Don't you find it unfair to rely on the family you were born in? Aren't you scared about the fact that, in the monetary system, the aging problem doesn't count? Even if anti-aging treatments exist, you will not benefit from them. Only wealthy people will benefit. Do you not feel offended that some people earn lots of money just because they look good according to the monetary system's standards? Aren't you tired of others telling you how to dress? Aren't you sick of politicians' lies? I mean, they should be improving society, otherwise what's their purpose? Don't you find it absurd that budgets for war are substantially better than for scientific research? With automation replacing lots of jobs, aren't you afraid of losing yours? Without a job, you lose the ability to acquire food, so you could die as a result. Currently, 3D printers or other technologies can create gold or diamonds, which are considered precious materials in the monetary system. Many people have such materials. Aren't they afraid that their goods will lose value? Does anybody wonder why these materials are considered valuable? It's because they are scarce materials on this planet. Why do you allow your identity to be created through documents, your possessions, or your job? Why do you have a job that you hate? Don't you wonder why there are so many types of food instead of a few types of food, but enough for everybody? What do you think about a society that allows the consumption of cigarettes that cause cancer? Or alcohol? Why do you need alcohol? Could you not find happiness without it? Do you not feel sad watching others talk about their lives? And they are paid by the system for that. The monetary system includes religion in the payment system.